Mama June. Alana Thompson finally reveals the origin of her name, Honey Boo Boo. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Alana Thompson has been making huge revelations about her life lately. She has been on a media tour for her upcoming movie, I Was Honey Boo. Over the years, Mama June viewers call her Honey Boo Boo and love knowing more about her life. However, Thompson never revealed how she got the name and who gave it to her. She appears to have finally uncovered the details behind the name. The reality TV celeb is excited for her Lifetime biopic and is sharing more about her life on social media. Alana is no longer a child star and has grown up as a confident personality. The WeTV star has been busy building her nursing career and documenting her life on the family crisis. What will she share in her biopic? How did she get her new name? Mama June. Alana opens up about her childhood struggles. Alana Thompson will be sharing her real-life struggles in a biopic. She is the youngest and most popular member of the family. However, the Mama June star's childhood was full of ups and downs. Honey Boo Boo chatted with people to share how her life has been behind the cameras. She opened up about some of the darkest moments of her life, including her mom's substance abuse and boyfriend issues. Alana was very young when she began noticing the change in June's behavior. She started wondering why she was locking her room and bathroom. The reality TV star also revealed the condition of her home when Pumpkin came to pick her up. Alana noted there was no food at home, and the place was completely abandoned. She always hoped her mom would get rid of her addiction soon and live a better life. Mama June. Alana Thompson sheds light on the origin of Honey Boo Boo. Alana Thompson has been popular as Honey Boo Boo among fans for years. She earned massive popularity on TV for her participation in various pageants. The reality TV star even bagged her own show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, after her huge popularity. Hence, fans always wondered how Alana became popular as Honey Boo Boo and not her real name. Recently, she chatted with ET to talk about the origin of her name and her upcoming movie. The host asked where the name came from. However, Alana was clueless about the answer. She said, "Honestly, like everybody asks me this, but I don't know." She was just on an interview one day when she said, "$1 make me holla Honey Boo Boo." The Mama June star had no idea why she even said those words. But viewers started calling Alana by her new name since that day. She doesn't know how it all happened, and people started calling her Honey Boo Boo. The reality TV star also admitted that her name got her fame and money for her family. Alana went ahead to share how the show impacted their family. She confessed that the show drifted them apart because they always had dinner together. The reality TV star's family is still very close to each other, but Thompson feels they stopped talking much when cameras began covering their lives. Keep returning to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Alana's new life. Alana Thompson may be entering adulthood with college dreams and a fresh perspective, but to the world, she will forever be known by the name that made her famous, Honey Boo Boo. For over a decade, the nickname has been synonymous with sass, sparkles, and Southern charm. It became a pop culture phenomenon, gracing everything from Halloween costumes to memes, and launched the then 6-year-old into stardom overnight. But until now, the true origin of the iconic name remains something of a mystery, even to longtime fans. Despite countless interviews, reality show episodes, and media appearances, the backstory of how Honey Boo Boo was born had never been fully revealed. That changed when Alana finally decided it was time to set the record straight. In a candid and reflective moment during the newest season of Mama June, Family Crisis, Alana opened up about the quirky nickname that followed her from childhood into young adulthood. Fans had speculated for years, some attributing it to a catchy phrase she invented, others thinking it came from producers or even her mother, Mama June. But the truth was far more unexpected and personal than anyone imagined. As it turns out, Honey Boo Boo wasn't even something Alana created for herself. The nickname originated during a pivotal moment on Toddlers and Tiaras, the TLC show that first introduced her to the world. During a pageant competition, a clip featured Alana passionately defending herself and other girls from critics who doubted their confidence and presence. In that clip, she pointedly responded to an unseen opponent, referring to them as Honey Boo Boo Child. The phrase wasn't directed at herself, but the internet took it differently. The line struck a nerve with viewers, and the sass in her delivery made it instantly quotable. Almost overnight, fans and bloggers began referring to Alana as Honey Boo Boo, assuming she was using the phrase as a nickname. The show's producers leaned into it. Suddenly, every promo, every appearance, and every bit of merchandise labeled her as Honey Boo Boo. The nickname stuck, and a brand was born. For a while, Alana embraced the persona. It brought attention, love, and opportunities she never expected. But as she grew older, the playful nickname that once defined her began to feel like a costume she couldn't take off. It was a reminder of a time when the world saw her as a living meme, not a real person. And as she matured, the desire to reclaim her identity became more powerful than the legacy of the name. Still, she recognized the deep affection fans have for Honey Boo Boo. The nickname became a symbol of resilience, uniqueness, and charm in a world that often tried to box her in. It wasn't just a catchphrase, it was a persona that helped her survive a chaotic upbringing, public scrutiny, and family turmoil. As Alana finally told the story, she did so not with bitterness, but with clarity. She explained how, at the time, she was just a little girl trying to have fun. Unaware of the tidal wave of fame the nickname would unleash. She had no idea that her off-the-cuff sass would define a generation of viral fame and become a term shouted at her in grocery stores, airports, and college campuses years later. Digging deeper into her story, Alana revealed how the nickname took on a life of its own, separate from her. She was asked to play into the Honey Boo Boo character on television, encouraged to be louder, funnier, and more outrageous to match the public's expectations. She wore pageant dresses, exaggerated her southern drawl, and became the exaggerated version of herself that fans demanded. But behind the scenes, it wasn't always easy. As her family's reality series evolved, from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo to Mama June, from Not to Hot and then Family Crisis, Alana often felt trapped in the persona of a character she no longer recognized. While she continued to be featured prominently on TV, she was also trying to grow into a teenager with her own opinions, interests, and emotional challenges. The name Honey Boo Boo was a constant reminder of her early fame and the intense media scrutiny that came with it. Every scandal involving her mother, every viral headline, and every internet meme seemed to tie back to that one name. Even when Alana tried to carve her own path, whether it was dating, preparing for college, or speaking out about her mental health, she was still often introduced as Honey Boo Boo, not Alana. In her heartfelt reveal, Alana admitted that for a long time she wanted to leave the name behind completely. She didn't want to be Honey Boo Boo anymore. She wanted to be Alana Thompson, a young woman with her own story, separate from reality TV. But the more she tried to escape it, the more it seemed to follow her. Eventually, she came to a different realization. The nickname was part of her story, but it didn't define her whole story. It was born out of a moment of confidence, a moment where a little girl stood up for herself and made the world laugh and listen. That spark, that fire, that unfiltered boldness, that was real. And while the persona may have been amplified by producers and networks, the heart behind it was always hers. So rather than rejecting the name entirely, Alana has chosen to reclaim it on her own terms. She now sees Honey Boo Boo as a symbol of the strength and resilience that got her through some of the darkest times in her life. It reminds her of the little girl who could light up a room, even when her home life was falling apart. It's a name that carried her through custody battles, addiction scandals, and the scrutiny of growing up on national television. And now, as she steps into her adult life, Alana is ready to let the world see her as both Honey Boo Boo and Alana Thompson. Not one or the other, but both. She's embracing her past while owning her future. The story of the name Honey Boo Boo isn't just a fun origin tale. It's a reflection of how identity can be shaped, challenged, and reclaimed. Alana's journey from accidental nickname to pop culture icon to self-aware young woman is a story of growth that many former child stars never get to tell. She has walked the line between fame and personal evolution with grace, humor, and honesty. Her recent revelations have touched fans deeply. Social media has exploded with messages of admiration, with many praising Alana for finally opening up about something that seemed so simple, yet held so much weight. Some shared their own stories about nicknames or labels that stuck with them too long. Others applauded her for staying grounded and kind through it all.